Hi, this is the first trip of the Carrie. The plan was to sail Carrie from St. Vaslahag up to Guruk on the Clyde. Unfortunately, things didn't go quite to plan.
Leaving Vaslahag. That's easy. There we are. That's where we've come from. Okie dokie. That's where we're heading. Scotland. As you can see, I haven't had time to tidy up. There's all my lines are very unseaman-like and will probably be changing. As you can see, I'm heading on a course for due north. So I've been sailing for about an hour.
At this point, the battery number 1 went down, which meant I'd lost the use of the onboard GPS, but I still had my handheld one. So decided to continue, and I would leave battery number 2 until I need the engine when I got to England.
Nice comfortable places to sit. Sitting at the front of the boat. There's some chips in the foresail. Quite happily plodding along. Yep, foredeck nicely trimmed. That's where the jack stays get tied onto. Short complete disaster. I'm hooked onto the boat. After party shot.
Well, things are going on quite nicely at a steady 5 knots. I did end up with one squally bit. Well, obviously I couldn't record at that time. A few big ships sailing around. This is probably the Dover Cherbourg type ferry. As soon as I left the lee of the land, the things got a bit more wavy, but I was really impressed at how stable Carrie was. And then the night started to fall. Again, didn't panic, carried on sailing, watching a gorgeous sunset. But the thing I had to remember was I had no navigation lights. Fortunately though, I did buy one of those 1 million watt candle powered torches, so I had a big torch, had lots of room on the sea. Well, I did make landfall in the dark, but unfortunately the engine wouldn't start. Whether it was battery number 2 or the engine, I didn't know at this point. So I ended up anchored south of the Isle of Wight. Come morning, I'd lost my bolt for my gaff boom, so I had no engine, no mainsail, and feeling sick as a pig. So I called the Coast Guard, and they came and got me and took me to Yarmouth Harbour, where I met lots of people, got myself sorted. And as you can see, I'm now getting a tow to the mainland, where I'd arranged for John Shepherd to come along with his big lorry and take me all the way back to the Clyde.
Whereabouts in Scotland do you get back to?
Guruk on the Clyde.
The boat all the way down from there, did you?
No, the plan was to take it all the way up there. Which obviously is not going to happen. Well, it will happen, but by road.
While you're watching Carrie get lifted out of the water, I better tell you a little bit about the boat. Carrie is a Herd 23 Falmouth working boat. sometimes known as a Falmouth oyster dredger, because that's what she did. She used to dredge for oysters in Falmouth Bay until an oil slick devastated the beds. She then got converted into a yacht. She's 23 foot in length with the bowsprit, 32 foot. Weight comes in at a hefty weight of 4.5 tons.
She's finally made it. Bit worse for wears, but we're finally on the Clyde, sailing in our home waters. As you can see, barely a boat in sight, just enough to keep you company. And we've got the Waverley over there. The new ferry further ahead. The new Gaylock. Oh, life's good. Couple of grand worse off, but hey, got here in the end. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. This is what sailing's about. Pottering around on the Clyde in a beautiful sunny. Okay, there you go. Self-steering system. Simrad for an old gaffer. It's called a bit of string. Tie down the tiller, set the sails.
Believe it or not, this is what I used to actually cross the channel. I just tied down the tiller, set the sails, and she held the line lovely.
Oh, there we go.
That's the advantage of buying a long-keeled boat.
There's your new home. And there, you've got Helensburgh.
We're coming to the end of the video, so I'd like to thank the people that actually helped me get back to the Clyde. You had the Coast Guard, who never ridiculed me for getting into trouble, and called out Freshwater Lifeboat. Freshwater Lot are an independent bunch, and if you see a tin for them, please put some money in. You had Yarmouth Harbour. I was there for 4 nights. They charged me for 2 nights, and it came to a whopping £12 for the 2 nights. I would also like to thank Dick Dawson, his wife, and Peter, who helped me out quite a bit and did some running around for me. If you sail an old gaffer, or even a new gaffer, then you should join the Gaffers Association. Very nice bunch. You had Bob Snow. He makes very nice wooden spars on the Isle of Wight. He helped arrange for the lorry. And of course John Shepherd, who brought me and the boat all the way back to the Clyde. And last but not least, Invicip Marina. They could have charged me a lot more than they did, but they didn't. A very nice bunch of people. I would also like to thank my mother, who did a lot of driving and get me back from Cardwell Bay to my house. Thank you, one and all.